Namaste, welcome to Geeta's Kitchen. From the 7th of October, we will be celebrating Navratri. So in this video, I will be showing 9 different Prasadam recipes for the 9 days of Navratri. So for day 1, we will start by making Vella Appam or Sweet Appam. For this, first take 1 cup of jaggery in a pan, whichever cup you take. To this, add an equal quantity of water, that is 1 cup of water, and we'll allow the jaggery to dissolve. See, the jaggery is well dissolved and it is boiling now. We don't need to make any syrup stage. If it boils for about 2 or 3 minutes, that is enough. Just filter out the syrup to remove any impurities if there are. Now I am taking the syrup back into the pan, the filtered jaggery syrup. To this I am adding 1 cup of rice flour, 1 cup of wheat flour, and also we will take 1 ripe banana and add to it. Mix it all well together. Just using a hand whisk or any spoon, mash the banana also and mix all the ingredients well together. Add a little more water, about half cup more, and again mix it to come to the right consistency. It should not be very loose, it should not be very thick. It should be like idli batter consistency. See, this is the consistency. Now here I have some cardamom powder. I am adding some. Also add a teaspoon of ghee to this and mix it well. Heat an appam pan and add some ghee into each of the molds. Now take out spoonfuls of this batter and pour it into the molds like this. Cover it and cook till it is done on one side, that is the underside should be nicely browned like this, and flip it over. Now cook till the other side is also done and then we can remove it. Now when it is done well on both the sides, we can carefully remove it from here. Our day 1 Prasadam, Sweet Appam, is now ready for Neivedyam. Next we will see the Prasadam for day 2 of Navratri, and that is Pulihora. For this, first I have taken 1 cup of rice, washed it well and cooked it in the pressure cooker for 2 whistles and kept it ready. Next we can dry roast 1 tablespoon of coriander seeds, 1 teaspoon of methi seeds, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, and 1 tablespoon of til, that is sesame seeds, white sesame seeds I have taken, 1 teaspoon of mustard seeds. Over a low flame, dry roast all these spices together. When all the spices are well roasted, switch it off and transfer it to your blender jar. When cool, we'll make it into a slightly coarse powder. Rice is also done well. I will take it out in another bowl and allow it to cool. To this rice, we'll add some haldi, that is turmeric powder, and some til oil. Just mix it well and allow it to cool. Now again heat a tablespoon of til oil in a pan. I have taken one large lemon size ball of tamarind, or you can, and soaked it in water, extracted the juice and kept it ready. Now to this I have some green chilies which I have slit, about 5 to 6 green chilies. Curry leaves, fresh curry leaves. A pinch of haldi. Now stir fry this. Then add this tamarind extract to it. Say about 2 cups of water you can add to take out the extract. We'll add some salt to this. Now we'll allow this to boil well till it thickens. See, the tamarind extract is boiling well and is thickening. At this point I am just adding a small piece of jaggery to it, and we'll allow it to cook for some more time till the jaggery dissolves and it becomes little more thick. See, the tamarind extract has boiled well, thickened and reached the desired consistency. Now we can remove this. See, our spices which we had roasted in the beginning, they are blended into a powder and ready. Our tamarind concentrate is also ready. Rice is ready, well cooled. Now we just have to do the tempering. Again use only til oil, that is sesame oil. Add a tablespoon of groundnuts to this. Next add in some mustard seeds, urad dal, chana dal, a few dry red chilies, about 3 or 4 dry red chilies, some hing, fry them all well together till all the dals are well roasted. Finally add some curry leaves to this and switch it off. Now pour this tamarind extract on top of the rice. Then we'll add this blended powder also to it. Mix everything well together. And finally just add this tempering ingredients to it. Again mix everything well together. Our day 2 Prasadam Pulihora is ready. Now day 3 Prasadam, we will make Pal Payasam. After all, she is Payasana Priya. For this, I have taken 1 handful of rice and soaked it in water about half an hour ago. Now I will just drain out the water. I have already boiled 1 liter of milk and kept ready. So first just add a little bit of water to this kadai. Next I am adding about half the quantity of this milk. add the soaked rice to it and allow the rice to cook in this milk till it is well done. Cook it over a low to medium flame till the rice is well cooked and it has absorbed most of the milk. It is nice and creamy. Now I am adding sugar about 1/4 cup and again mix it well. You can add another half liter of milk and allow everything to come to a boil once again. When you are cooking the rice in milk, things to remember: use a heavy pan and from time to time keep on stirring the sides and the bottom so that it doesn't stick. Also use a clean kadai because you are working with milk, you don't want it to get spoiled. See, the milk is again coming to a good boil. Now I am adding some cardamom powder. This looks a bit white because I have powdered the cardamom along with sugar. That makes it easier to powder the cardamom. Mix it well and we can now remove this. Here I have just taken a teaspoon of ghee. I am adding some of these nuts. You can add whatever dry fruits or nuts you have. It's entirely your choice. Or you don't want to add anything, you want to leave the Pal Payasam just as it is traditionally done, that also you can do. This is called Sara Paruppu in Tamil. I will find out the name in English and give it to you. Pour this on top of the payasam. Our day 3 Neivedyam for Navratri, Pal Payasam is ready. Next, we will see Prasadam for day 4 of Navratri. We are going to make Kadala Paruppu vadai, that is Channa dal vadai. Here I have soaked 1 cup of Channa dal for 1 hour and also 1 dry red chilli and 1 green chilli I have soaked along with it. Now we will drain out this water. We will grind the chillis and the dal to a coarse paste. I ground it in 2 batches using the small chutney jar. I did not add any water, so make it into a coarse batter. If you find 1 or 2 pieces of dal like this, doesn't matter, it adds to the taste. To this we will add some salt. This is asafoetida or hing. Also some fresh curry leaves. Mix everything well together. I have also kept some oil for heating to fry the vadais. So for beginners, to make it easier to fry the vadais, you can use this Eco-Bake parchment paper, which can be used both for baking and cooking. It comes as a roll which you can just cut out to the necessary size. So just cut out a small piece of paper like this. I have shown you how to make the urad dal vadai many number of times. So today I thought I will make this Channa dal vadai and show you. The oil is nice and hot. Make lemon sized balls of the dough like this and just flatten it on your palm and gently slide it into the oil. When it is done on one side, gently flip it over and cook the other side too till it gets a golden color. When it is well done and gets a lovely color like this, drain it out carefully from the oil. And similarly we can make with the remaining vadais also. Now our Channa dal vadais or kadla parappu vadais are ready for Neivedyam for day 4. Next, day 5 of Navratri, our Neivedyam is going to be a payasam. This we will make using jaggery and it is Channa dal or kadla parappu payasam. I have taken 1 cup of Channa dal, washed it and soaked it for about 10 minutes now. And then I have also soaked 1 tablespoon of rice and kept ready. First we will have to pressure cook this Channa dal. So for 1 cup of dal, I am taking about 3 cups of water. We will cook it in the pressure cooker for 4 whistles because we want the dal to be very well soft and nearly mashed. So while the dal is cooking, we can make the jaggery syrup. In the sense we dissolve the jaggery. So I have taken about 1.5 cups of jaggery. You can take 1 to 1.5 depending on your sweetness. And add some water to it. Allow this to dissolve and come to a boil. Also we can blend this soaked rice, about half a cup of fresh grated coconut, and blend it into a smooth paste. The rice and coconut have been ground to a smooth paste. It's ready. The jaggery has dissolved well. Just allow it to boil for 2-3 minutes. We don't need any syrup, it just has to boil for 2 minutes once it's dissolved. Then we can filter it to remove any impurities. I have just opened the cooker. See, the dal is well cooked. Now we can just mash it a bit. Using a masher, you can mash this dal or you can even use the back of a spoon and mash it well. See, the dal is well mashed now. To this, we can add this filtered jaggery syrup. Allow it to boil together. Next, we can add in this ground paste of rice and coconut to it. Mix it well, then allow it all to again cook together and come to a boil once again, and then we can switch it off. Add some cardamom powder. Now we can switch it off. Now heat a teaspoon of ghee in a pan. I have about 1 tablespoon of cashew nuts, so I have just broken into bits. Fry the cashew nuts in the ghee till they turn a golden color and then add it to the payasam. See, now they are fried to a lovely golden color. Pour it on top of the payasam. See, our day 5 Neivedyam Channa dal payasam is done and ready. Next, we will see the Neivedyam for day 6 of Navratri. We are going to offer Devi Kalkandu Sadam. Kalkandu refers to this candy sugar or mishri. And Sadam means rice. So we are going to make a sweet rice using this mishri. For that I have washed 1 cup of raw rice. I will add it to my pressure cooker. 1 cup of rice, I am adding 3 cups of water. We want the rice to be soft and well cooked, so we are going to cook it for 3 whistles. See, we have opened the pressure cooker now. The rice is well cooked. Just mash this also with the back of a spoon like this. See, just like how we do for a pongal, like that, mash it well. Next, I am adding this candy sugar or mishri. You can take it the same quantity of rice what you have taken, you add this also and mix it well. Once you add the sugar, it will again become a little bit liquid. When the sugar is also well dissolved, now this is boiled and cooled milk. We can add it to this. Again mix everything and cook it well together to a nice creamy consistency. Here I have a few strands of saffron. I am adding a little bit of milk to this. Now add it to this Kalkandu Sadam. Allow everything to mix well and just come to a boil once again. See, allow the rice, milk and everything to boil well together like this. Always remember to use a heavy pan because we are working with milk. Now I have switched it off. If you see the consistency now, it might seem to be a little bit semi-solid, but don't worry. While cooling, it will absorb more of the liquid and become thicker. So at this stage, we can switch it off. Next, I have taken 1 tablespoon ghee in a pan and I have some cashew nuts here. We are going to fry these cashew nuts in the ghee till they are a lovely golden brown color, and then we'll add it to the Kalkandu Sadam. Now pour this fried cashew on top of it. So our day 6 Navratri Neivedyam for Devi Ma, that is Kalkandu Sadam or Mishri rice, is now ready. Now we will see the Neivedyam or Prasadam for day 7 of Navratri, that is Dadyojanam or Thayir Sadam, curd rice. For that I have taken 1 cup of raw rice, washed it and cooked it with 3 cups of water for 2 whistles. The rice should become very soft so that you can just mash it like this. See, remove it in a bowl and mash it well. See, here I have a teaspoon of butter. Add it to this hot rice. Also, we'll add some salt. Mix it all well together and allow it to cool down to room temperature. Here I have some fresh curd. We need to use fresh curd so that the curd rice does not become sour. That is why we are cooling the rice also. If it is hot, when you mix it, it will become sour. Now add the required quantity of fresh curd to this. Mix it well. We'll add some more curd because it's better that it is a little bit more loose in consistency. Mix it to a creamy consistency like this, and there should be no lumps at all. Here I have some ginger powder that adds to the flavor of the curd rice. If you don't have dry ginger powder, you can just cut the ginger pieces or grate them and add. Also a little bit of hing. Now heat some oil in a pan. Add some mustard seeds, some cashew nuts broken into pieces, a few green chilies chopped, and this is Channa dal. I have soaked it in water for about 10 minutes. We will drain the water and add that also. Fry the tempering well. Then finally add some fresh curry leaves to this. Pour this on top of the curd rice. Mix everything very well. So with the flavor of this dry ginger powder and all these seasonings, so our simply divine prasadam or Neivedyam for day 7 of Navratri, Dadyojanam or Thayir Sadam curd rice is ready. Now our prasadam for day 8 of Navratri, we will make Goduma Rava halwa. Goduma Rava is nothing but cream of wheat or broken wheat or wheat rava. I can show you the packet here, close up. It says here wheat rava medium. Some people also call it as lapsi. You can use that also. This is the size of the wheat rava. First we will take about 3 teaspoons of ghee in a pan. Now we will add some cashew nuts. Fry the cashews. Then add about a tablespoon of raisins also in this. See, the cashews have got a golden color. The raisins are also well fried. We will drain them out from the ghee. Keep it aside. Now in the same pan, in the same ghee, add the wheat rava and fry this also in the ghee. I have taken half cup of wheat rava, so I am taking here 4 times, that is 2 cups of water, and side by side we will allow it to become hot. Now keep stirring this over a low flame till the rava is well roasted. The color has changed to a reddish brown color, and meanwhile our water has also started boiling. So now add this hot water. Now cover it and allow it to cook on a low flame till it is done. While it is cooking, here you take 1 cup of jaggery in a pan and add just a little bit of water to it. Heat it till the jaggery dissolves. See, the wheat rava is well cooked and it has absorbed all the water. Jaggery has also dissolved and is boiling well. Now we will add this jaggery, we will filter it and add it into the halwa, and again mix everything well once again and cook it till it comes together. We have been cooking it on a low flame for about 10 minutes now. See, all the jaggery syrup has also been absorbed and the halwa is nearly done. Now we can switch it off. I am adding some cardamom powder to it. Mix it well. Then this raisins and cashew which we had already fried and kept, we can add that also. And finally just 1 teaspoon of ghee on top. So the Goduma Rava halwa is now ready. Our Neivedyam for day 8 of Navratri, Wheat Rava halwa is ready. Now our Neivedyam for day 9 of Navratri, we will make Aval Puttu. Aval is the Tamil name for poha. So we are going to make a sweet using poha. For this, take 1 cup of poha. Over a low flame, lightly dry roast the poha. Just lightly dry roast it for 5 minutes. Switch it off and then we'll make it a coarse powder in our blender jar. Just using the pulse mode. So just pulse it 2 or 3 times till you get a coarse powder. See, we have made it a coarse powder. We'll just wash it and bring it back. See, we have washed it. Just leave it aside. Next, we'll make the jaggery syrup. So I am taking 1 cup of jaggery. Add about 1/4 cup of water. Boil it till the jaggery dissolves and it becomes a thick syrup. See, the syrup is boiling well now and it has thickened also. See how our washed poha has become so fluffy. I have not added any extra water. We just washed and drained it. That's all. Now we can filter out this syrup. And mix it well together. Now put the kadai back. Take about 2 teaspoons of ghee. Some cashew nuts to it. Next, add in a few raisins. Fry them also well in the ghee. Here I have half a cup of fresh grated coconut. This is optional. If you like and if you have, you can add it. Just stir that also a little bit along with the nuts. Now we'll add in the poha and jaggery mix to it. And over a low flame, just mix everything well together. And finally add some cardamom powder to it. Our Aval Puttu or Poha Puttu is now done and ready. Our day 9 Neivedyam Prasadam for Navratri, Aval Puttu or Poha Puttu is ready. I have earlier in my videos given you the recipes for all the 9 types of sundals which we generally make for Navratri in South India, and also other payasam recipes, sakara pongal recipe and so on. So if you are interested, you can go and have a look at those too. I will give you the links in the description box. Thank you for watching the video. Let us all celebrate Navratri with a prayer to Ma Jagajanani and pray that she blesses us all with good health and happiness. Happy Navratri.